Hi everyone, it's Shannon here from the No Third Tulla Runway Coalition. So we're here today in Ballarat outside Minster King's office. We have been trying to get an appointment with her for quite a substantial amount of time now, over a couple of months at least. We're not getting anywhere, so we've decided to turn up here today. There have been several interactions so far with the Minister's office. Andy was here just the other week, and I'm going to flick over to him and he can tell us what happened when he was here last week. So Andy, can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, good day, thanks Shannon. Just to cut a long story short so I don't elaborate too much, I've been trying to get in touch with Minster King for the last couple of months or maybe 6 months. I've given up trying to send emails, she never replies, so I thought I'd come and see her in person. I fronted here last week and I wanted to give her a taste what the Kilo residents are putting up with daily, on a daily basis. I brought up my 1500 watt speaker, which I placed on top of my ute.
Fantastic.
And I blasted the front door office for about 45 minutes before the police officers arrived and asked me to move, and I said I'm not moving unless I get an appointment with Minster King. They then proceeded to go inside and talk to the staff, which they assured me that Minster King will be getting in touch with me. I gave him my details, I gave him my phone number, I told them where I was from and the reason I was here. I said that, they said to me, Minster King is very busy for the next 2 weeks. I said, we cannot wait for 2 weeks, we've waited for months and months. They gave me an undertaking that within a few days she'll call me. I haven't received any calls, so what I'm doing now with the coalition, I'm here with them. We're going to serve the Minister a 400 signature petition against the third runway.
Yeah, I think it's actually over 500 signatures there.
I mean, over 500 signatures, but not that. Also, the 2,000 submissions that she would have received in the past with people opposing the runway. And the fact is that we're not opposing growth. We're saying that they've already overstated their quota of the airport. They can put the third runway in as long as they minimise their quota, which is they're not going to do it. They can't do it. So it's impossible, so they might as well stop the third runway right there.
So we're here to basically stop the third runway, and we're here to get the Minister to listen to the community.
Yeah, I can read you the top paragraph what it says in that.
It's okay, we might provide that a bit later. I think it's important that we get in there and see if we can see the Minister.
I actually spoke to Catherine King, which's got the same first name. Hopefully she's in there, she'll remember me because she gave me an undertaking. And the police officer said that if we get an undertaking from the Minister, we'll see you, can you please leave? And I said, yes, I will. As long as I have that undertaking. So I'm going to walk in now.
I think that's the plan. We're all going to walk in here. I'm also here with Steve and Alana as well from the coalition. We're going to walk in. We're going to see if we can hand deliver this petition that the community has signed and rallied behind to stop this third runway and speak to the Minister. Now we're going to walk into that office. I am going to keep the camera rolling. I cannot guarantee the broadcast will continue. I may be asked to stop filming. I may have to flick the camera to me. If this is disconnected, please know we will come back afterwards and let you know how we went. But I think for now, let's head in there, guys, and see what we can do, yeah?
Yep. No third runway.
Hello? That's Catherine King. Oh, g'day Catherine.
Yes, I'm
back. I don't know if you remember me. I was here last week.
Oh, yes, hello. How are you?
Protesting outside the door.
Yes.
Now, I've kept my promise. Obviously, you haven't kept your promise that the Minister's going to get back to me within 2 or 3 days. I haven't heard anything.
Okay, no worries.
Now, we're here to present a petition to you. There's over 500 signatures there.
Well, to the Minister. We'd like to actually see the Minister and hand deliver this to her today. Will she be returning later today?
I'm not sure what the movements are, I'm sorry, but I know she's not here at the moment.
Will she be back in this office again prior to departing for Canberra next week?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Can you give us a time we can meet up with her, Catherine? Can we actually make an appointment with her while we're here?
Not through me, no.
Who has the appointment book and who can organise that?
So her diary manager, so I put through the request.
Can we speak to her diary manager?
She's not here.
She's not here either. Can we speak to someone that if she's not here, someone else takes over?
I put through your request, which is pretty much all I can do.
Yeah, but you did that last week too, Catherine.
We've been trying for several months to get an appointment.
Okay, I'm sorry, look, that's part of the process, so that's all I can do. I'm very happy to take this, that you've lodged with us.
Yeah, but the thing is, Catherine, I was given a promise by the office last week when I was here. The police officers would move me, and I said I'll be removed in good faith that the minister gets in touch with us for an appointment. And I done the right thing and I left. I didn't cause any trouble. And I said to you, if I didn't hear from the minister, I will be back with other people as well. So these other people are a lot calmer than I am. I would get arrested and tasered and thrown on the floor to make a scene. I don't want to do that. So is there any way that we can make an appointment with the minister?
It has gone through her diary process, and that takes a bit of time, so that's usually a couple of weeks.
Is there anyone that you can contact today that will be able to tell us if she will be back in this office before she goes to Canberra next week?
No.
So no one in her own office knows when she's going to be available in her own office. Is that what is currently being said?
Would you give them permission?
Sorry, who are you?
I'm not filming her.
Can you tell
The
us?
camera is directly
Well,
on
she
Angie
can-
over
she
here.
can
It's not
actually-
facing
she can
there.
actually film.
No, I'm not filming it. No, and as you can see, it is facing this way. I'm not filming any of you guys.
Excuse me, are you the diary manager by any chance?
Kat's just at her workplace trying to do her job, so I just want to make sure that she's not being...
Well, her job is to look after her constituents.
Correct, and her constituents have been
job.
trying for months to
And
get a
that's what
meeting with
she takes an
her.
oath to do. So
So
we
this
just
is,
want to make an appointment.
yeah, so Kat's just in her workplace trying to do her job.
That's right. So,
Yep.
and her job is to look after her constituents.
Whereabouts do you live, sorry?
We live-
From all over the place, to be honest.
So you're not...
We've got a Ballarat yes.
No, she's the Minister of Infrastructure.
She's the Minister
Kat
for
works
Infrastructure.
Kat works in the Ballarat electorate office, so yeah, she really does her best to look after
So who are you?
My name's Callista. Hello.
So what's your position in this office?
I have various positions in this office. Sorry, so you're from Ballarat, are you?
Tell me one position.
What's your name, sorry?
My name is Andreas.
Andreas, hello,
Yeah,
nice
right.
to meet you. What's your... And sorry, you live where, sorry?
I'm a concerned citizen.
Yeah.
I live under the aircraft.
In Ballarat electorate?
No,
Oh,
I live in Keilor.
In Keilor, okay.
Right, the third runway does affect me. My only process of protest or getting to the Minister King, we've tried for months and months trying to email her. She never
Okay.
replies to any emails. So this is the last resort to come and
So
see
we've
her.
tried to follow the protocols that are set out for months. We have done the right thing. We have emailed consistently. We have called the office many times to try and get an appointment.
Okay.
We are never able to obtain one. Andy turned up last week requesting an appointment.
Yep.
He was assured that the minister would be in touch within, or someone from the office would be in touch within a few days to organise an appointment. That never happened.
Yeah.
It never happened, which is why we are here today. We have a petition here with over 500 signatures of concerned residents that need to speak to the minister in regards to this. It's going to affect their health, it's going to affect their livelihoods, it's going to affect so many aspects of their lives, and yet the minister is not willing to hear from anyone in the community. Yet we hear in the paper that she's worried about the concerns of people in the east who will be least affected by the airport, the new runway at the airport. The people in the west are being ignored. Councils are requesting the minister get in touch. We have Mini Valley Council, we have Brimbank Council. Both are in support. They do not want this unless there has actually been enough research done, independent research. The minister is ignoring all of these, so local government organisations can't get any answers either. When are we actually going to be able to speak to her? She is due to make a decision on this, no doubt next week when she goes to Canberra. How much longer do we wait? We've waited. We've done the fair thing. We did the right thing. We did everything that the office has asked us to do. And yet we are still being met with brick walls.
Can I just add too, you know, with climate change and the government's, well, it affects us all, Australia, you know, the world and everyone trying to get their emissions down. And Melbourne Airport talks about their emissions in terms of landing and takeoff. Nothing to do with the emissions when the plane is in the air flying. So obviously, you know, those emissions, that's rubbish.
Same with noise calculations as well,
Exactly.
same thing.
And so therefore, you know, with a world that's, you know, the
Well, it's a climate crisis.
Exactly. How can the government really even consider a third runway in this climate. And also, I mean, there are so many issues. The government seems to talk about endangered species when it comes to, say, removing brumbies. Suddenly endangered species are important. But when it comes to the third runway, suddenly they forget about endangered species like the swift parrot, the growling grass frog.
And the protected grey box woodland as well, that's also going to be decimated.
Fantastic, 136.5 hectares of grey box forest that will be just wiped out because it's at the end of the proposed third runway.
But it's also the human impact as well, with developmental delays with children. This has all been documented. It exceeds the WHO recommendations of noise level, and this has been independently researched. Yet they don't want to address this. The fact that we're a 24-hour airport in Melbourne, so it's not like anyone's going to get quality of sleep. It can lead to anxiety, depression, dementia. There are so many other health impacts, bronchial impacts as well. These are all really important concerns that the community has, and they're not being addressed. At the end of the day, if we can turn up to the Minister's office and not be told when she's available, I mean, that's a problem. At the end of the day, someone must know when she is available to speak to the community, when an appointment can be made. No one can even tell us when she's in her office so we can turn up at the same time. We've come from Melbourne today just to be here and travel all the way to Ballarat just so that we can speak to her, because she will not reply to us, yet no one will tell us when she's available so we can actually time it to be here when she's here. That tells me that she's simply avoiding the community. That's avoidance.
Exactly.
Look, it's not. She's obviously very, very busy.
And I understand she's busy, but have a look at, there are several 100,000 people affected by this and 2 LGAs fighting it.
She's busy doing what? This is one of the major things on the plate right now.
It's timely. This is the problem. I understand she's busy. I understand she's important. I understand that she's got a lot of important issues she needs to address. However, this one here is timely. It is due now for her approval and for her to have the final sign-off. We're at the end of the road. There is no more time to give anymore. So this needs to be a priority.
If Alan Joyce was to walk up here right now, I'm sure she'd make time to speak to him.
Well, we
Wouldn't she?
expect he wouldn't, because this is an electorate office. So
Yes.
if he
But
was
it's
going
about the
to-
airport.
If he was going
If
to
it's
do-
about the airport, he'd be very
Not here.
interested.
It would be.
Yeah,
It would be.
it wouldn't come to the electorate office.
No.
Oh,
So
but
that's-
she would
that's
still
the-
make time for him, wouldn't she?
So going forward, so we have all of this already in emails, do we? We have details of your organisation, and the organisation is called No Third Tulla Runway?
Correct.
Yes. Okay, great, fantastic. And when did you last email, sorry?
Well, Andy was here last week in person, but there is...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And, all right, great. Well, look, as you know, unfortunately she isn't here today.
So can you, what are we asking now? Can you get someone that can make an appointment with Minister King?
Well, I'll raise it at a higher
No,
level.
you
and I'll
don't
check.
raise it. Can you give us someone right now?
How does an everyday
in
citizen
the
make an
office,
appointment?
Right?
Yeah, so you can, I mean, I'm sure you can appreciate there's 120,000 people who live in Ballarat who are...
I don't see anyone here.
Local...
Sorry, I don't see anyone here wanting an appointment with Minister King.
We
There's 120,000 people here. Where are they?
Hundreds of
Is she that busy?
Hundreds of
We are here. Right
Look,
now.
I understand that.
I was here last week, and hang on, Shannon. I was here last week, and I was given an undertaking that the minister will call me. Catherine said she's busy for 2 weeks. I said we haven't got 2 weeks. She said she'll call back. Right? Now this is to call back or answer the emails as well. Now we're here asking for an appointment, or the person that's responsible to give appointments with the minister. It's not very hard. Don't brush us off. We want to know the person that's here that's responsible for making appointments with the minister.
Yeah, look,
So can you give us
we probably should wrap this up.
No, you're not going to wrap it up. We're not going nowhere.
We are going to wrap it up because
No,
it's
you're not.
the minister's office.
We're not going to wrap it up.
No, but all we're asking
I was
is
here
for
last
someone
week.
who can make an
Sorry.
appointment.
To deal with Ballarat issues.
No.
Well, hang on. If
the
she's only
Minister
willing,
for Infrastructure.
correct. If she's not willing to deal with anything other than Ballarat, she shouldn't take on another
You tell us where
portfolio.
to find her.
In Canberra.
You tell us where to find her.
Hang on.
Wait, make an appointment with her in Canberra.
Pardon?
Make an appointment with her. You the staff.
She's made we'll go to Canberra.
Make an appointment with
I'll
Minister
go to
King.
Canberra tomorrow.
We
We want to make an appointment.
for people that
Well,
are coming
who is
in
responsible
and
to make
yelling at us.
appointments?
No, but hang on. To be fair, we've been asking via emails for months for an appointment. We're here out of frustration because we've been ignored, because those emails are not being responded to. And I understand that she is busy, and you're saying that she needs to look after the people of Ballarat. Fair enough. But if you are only...
I'm saying we're in this office looking
at
the people of Ballarat, and I'm not authorising them to pick up film.
You're not being filmed.
Yes, you're recording me, so
You're not being
turn that
filmed.
off now, or we'll not continue.
No, we're not turning anything off.
Well,
She's allowed to film.
Yeah. Look, thank you.
She's allowed to film us talking to you.
I think it's quite makes us feel uncomfortable that you're recording us.
Makes us uncomfortable that our entire livelihoods and our health are going to be destroyed because a minister doesn't want to make an appointment to speak with us. Could you imagine having to live through what we're living through? Could you imagine the anxiety that we're having to face? We're talking several 100,000 residents that are feeling this anxiousness.
Of course you are.
I'm not tapping on anything.
If I didn't excuse me, I'm knocking on the door. I'm sorry for knocking on the door. I'm sorry for knocking on the door.
Well, you guys heard it here, guys. We have tried to make an appointment. It seems that we can't even be told when she's available to make an appointment. We can't be told when the person who manages her diary can actually get in touch with us, or where they are, or how to get in touch with them either. Basically, we are being told that she will not speak to the community, that she does not care about anyone who is going to be impacted by the third runway at Tullamarine, Melbourne Airport. We have done everything by the book to begin with. We've come here. We demanded not just to speak to the minister herself. We asked to speak to anyone that can help us organise a meeting. That's all we asked for at the end of the day, was a way to organise a meeting. And we were told there was no way to make an appointment time or to get a meeting with the minister herself. So if you guys are as angry about this as we are, then we implore you to please email the minister directly as well. Let her know that you care about this. Rally your friends and family, rally your community. Make sure that they get on top of this. Make sure you support us at the No Third Tulla Runway Coalition. We have a Facebook page, we have a website. You can get in contact with us, we can put you on a mailing list. But I implore you to please respond and email the minister directly. Tell her that you want her to take action on this, that the community needs to be heard. Enough is enough. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in today. Thank you for your time. When we have an update for you, we'll be back in touch. We hope that you will take action and not just leave that up to the coalition. We need your help. We need your support to ensure that this happens.
And he's bringing over the...
Great, so we're going to put out some banners, it looks like, and we're actually going to have a bit of a silent, peaceful protest out here. If we can make some noise, we will. I'll keep you updated with how that goes. But for now, I'm signing out. Thank you very much, everyone, and thank you for your support.